Hariyo, Shri Ram, Ambadnya, Nath Savit, Nath Savit, Nath Savit. So, Shravanam, right? We are eager to hear his stories. We are eager, enthusiastic, happy to take his name, to chant his name. But, there is a big but. I mean but, that beauty but, okay, simple. So, that but is very, very big. And that but causes all the problems. Somebody tells me, maybe it's one, any one person, one of all of us. Somebody comes and tells us, no, only chanting name, there's nothing in that. It doesn't help anyway. I chanted name 1 crore times. It hasn't any result yet. Not a single. It never yielded anything. It never yields. It's not going to yield. Somebody said, I have done japa, 13 crores, standing in Ganges, Ganga, or Yamuna, whatever you want to pick up, right? And nothing. Then somebody comes, all of a sudden says, Hare, I was chanting Ram Nam every day, only 5 times. You know something? All my problems got solved. We get carried away. We feel so much better. Right? Oh, this is the way. I must chant 5 times. Why do we need somebody else's judgment, somebody else's support, somebody else's evidence? For what? Are we here in this world to live up to others' expectations? Or our own expectations? What are our aims and objectives? What is my aim and objective? What do I want? Eventually that is more important. Yes, it is certainly definitely important. What my parents want from me, my parents have given me education, they have spent so much for me, every way, not only monetary, but physically, with their efforts, with their love, emotionally. Parents really do so much for their children, right? What are their expectations? What is my expectation? When it matches with my intelligence, my capacity or not, that is a different situation. That is also to be considered, has to be considered. But most important thing is, I have to know first. I'm supposed to know, but most times we do not know. What are my expectations from myself? We might be knowing my parents' expectations from me. I can never come to know what are my expectations from me any time. In the initial period, that is saying, I mean the primary and high school days after that. It is the hype that attracts me. I want to become CA. Hand. Everyone running for CA. I have to become civil engineer once upon a time. Everyone will be running for CA, for civil engineering. Ultimately, 80% civil engineers started becoming jobless. So we shifted to electronics. Then we shifted to computer IT. Now we are shifting to AI. Robots and everything, so many branches, right? After 10 years, something else is going to come up wrong. These hypes, and that this hype decides. Because our parents as well as we never study anything in detail. What if somebody finds better for him, we think will suit me also. Need not be. Need not be. See, everybody's hand impression is same? No. Every human being's finger impressions, fingerprints are totally different. What is the meaning of that? This is science, right? That's some myth or mythology, right? We know that as many people, there may see, at present we can say there are 800 crore of people. Even if there are 8,000 crore of people, 80,000, 800,000, everybody's fingerprints are different. What does that mean? That means everybody is different. Everybody is a unique piece created by that God Almighty. We are created in a very special way. Please note that. Nobody should think that This person was created when God took one whole day to create him. And God just produced me in trash. And as the trash. Kashra samajh ke bana liya mere ko Bhagwan ne. No, certainly not. He has not created as a garbage at all. Never. Never he would do that. Not trash. Not as a filth. No, not at all. Those who consider themselves to be filthy, useless, unworthy, they should first tell their own mind that who has created me? God has created me. God has given me this birth. My prarabdha, my past births, whatever deeds I have done, yes, they have come with me definitely. But my birth, where I will come, at what time I will be born, everything is not decided by me at all. And when I am going to leave this world, is also not in my hands. That definitely means my whole birth is in the hands of that Almighty Swayam Bhagavan. Right? And if the beginning and the end are in His hand, that means whatever lies in between is also in His hands only. As simple as that. Right? So I should know first thing is that I am answerable to my parents, okay? I am answerable to that Almighty Swayam Bhagavan, yes, but we cannot talk to Him directly, right? He listens, but He doesn't talk to us directly. We are not gone to that spiritual level. But we must understand, we are answerable to ourselves first. Don't compare yourself with anybody else. Please, never, never do this mistake. No. No. How the fate and life will take a course, you never know. I know really one sad story. It was almost 75 years back. I think the event that took place, the incident that occurred. Two sisters, twin sisters. One was fair like her mother and very beautiful. Other was like her father, dark color, and that also she had a squint. So obviously, what happens in our society, you know, how the marriages are fixed. Nobody looks for the qualities. The fair girl, the good-looking girl, got married to a very rich man, young. She was 17 years old, that boy was 20 years old. He was doing LLB, his father was a judge, right? This is during the era of British, right? Her sister, she got married after 4 years to an old man who was 51 years old, and she was 17, 18 years old, or 19 years old maybe. So she felt sad. She used to cry and blame God every day. Blame God every day. The girl who was married to a rich man used to praise God every day. One day in accident, the beautiful girl's husband died all of a sudden. And as per the customs of those days, she had to remove hair of her head. Head hairs, right? And she had to sit only in her own room. In the house temple, that's all. She's not supposed to show her face to anybody, right? And this girl was ugly looking, who got married to a man who was 51 years old. Her husband lived till his age of 96. She got 3 sons and 3 daughters. With her husband, she saw all her sons and daughters getting married and having grandchildren. See what is the difference. And then thereafter, this ugly looking girl started praising the Lord. And a girl who had poor thing, who had become widow, started cursing God. But one day, both these sisters, at the age of 75, met one person who was known to them. And they were talking just with few other people around. Like, what is nasib kya hota hai? What is the fate, right, everything, what is prarabdha, this, that, what is destiny. All of a sudden, that person told them, hey, look, you used to give bad words initially, now you are talking good about the Lord. Exactly opposite to the other system. Instead of that, both of you, why not? Praise the Lord for what He has given you. He told that old lady who was widow for 60 years, look, you have no husband again. It's a big paucity and grief for you. I can understand. But at the same time, you do not have to spread your hand in front of anybody to ask for a single farthing, right? Not ask for a single paisa. There's so much money in the house that you can take care of yourself. At the same time, your brother-in-law died very early. Your sister-in-law also died early. Devarani, right? And they have 3 kids. You have brought them up. They call you what? What do they call you? And they call me Ayi only. I say, what is this? You have 2 sons and 1 daughter. One son out of them was only 8 days old when his mother and father both died. So, who has brought them up? And they really treat you as a mother. You have money, you have 2 sons, 1 daughter. I agree that marriage happy life. Marriage could never consume. Sorry. The marriage could not get consumed properly after those days. I agree with you. I understand, even as a doctor. But there is one thing which has gone behind now. Now, at least in this age of 77, you must not be thinking of those physical things, at least. Agreed? Yes, certainly. I have no attachment to those things. And now I have Bhairu blaming God still. She'll listen. She started chanting the name of the Lord. Slowly started praising the Lord for whatever God has given her. At the age of 77, we do not expect the miracle to happen that she will have a child from sky down, right? But the miracle took place. How the Lord functions. And we are talking about Shravanam only. When I'm not looking away our main topic at all. She started going to the kirtan. She used to go on in nearby temple. And she used to listen, hear. Whatever that kirtankar, whatever that person used to sing, chant, or tell the story. She used to listen very carefully. And every night she would sit with her grandchildren and tell them those stories. Right? She could not read and write. But her son used to sit and read Bhagavad Mahapuran, her, and Ramayana, alternate day, every day, without any problem, right? And really the miracle took place. When her husband expired, after listening to the news, she had gone into a state of psychological trauma. Because of that, she was in severe depression. She was not understanding anything. She was with her in-laws, right? Her parents had already expired, and sister was pregnant. She could not go, and there had no other brother or sister. And this Devara and Devarani, the Devarani had no chance of conceiving. And this lady was carrying that time. This couple decided, this is a good chance for us. Got it? They got her delivered in that condition. She never realized that she was delivered. That 1 son and 1 daughter was from that lady, this. Right? Next, another 1 more son was adopted without anyone knowing about it. From one Anathashram near Pandharpur. And this how she came to know. Because the lady who had held these people that time was about to die. She wanted to confess. She called this lady. She called her sister. She called her sons, both the sons and the daughter, and told them, this son is yours. This daughter was born of you. This son was born of you. This is the difference. Got it? After how many years? After 56 years. Agreed. But she got her own son, own daughter also, which otherwise medically is impossible. If that lady would have died just like that, without confusion. But this started happening as soon as she believed. She believed that chanting Hari name, chanting God's name, Lord's name, and listening to His stories and glories is a really good thing. It makes big whole lot of difference. She started going for kirtan every day. She started listening to the stories, listening to the chant of the name. She started listening bhajans. Started coming back and started telling stories which she had heard in the temple to her grandchildren. So she started doing kirtana bhakti also. Shravanam, kirtanam, Vishnu smaranam. Second stage is kirtanam. So that also was started simultaneously, right? And she got whatever, right? She thought she would never get, or she had never gotten. Now somebody will ask you, what was your God doing for this 56 years? Yes. That person told them, because in her prarabdha it was written that she will part, she will go away from her children by force. And she will have grief whole of her life, and she will die because of this grief only. Why? Because in her previous birth, out of jealousy, she had killed, she had given poison to her, Southern's kids. Those days, a man used to marry many wives, right? Her husband had 3 wives. This lady had no issue. So she had given poison to her Southern children, her stepchildren. And they died. Obviously, as a law of karma, she had to pay it back. But because she started Bhagavad Bhakti, because she started Shravanam, everything changed in her favor. जो उसका था उससे मिल गया. Whatever was hers, whatever was due to her, yes, it was taken away because of Shrap, but it came back to her in the same birth, on the next birth. Got it? So the big sin she had committed previous birth also got corrected with just 1 year of sincere chanting, 1 year of sincere listening to Hari. I asked you, Bapu, why for her only 1 year? Hey, Baba, she was already 77. How many more years is she going to survive? Just think of it. We are young. I'm not young, I'm old man. We are all young, so we should think, right? I know. Even if we it takes 5 years or 6 years or 7 years, so what? But I'm definitely going to achieve, keep that in mind, if I have faith in my Lord. But if I'm doing something wrong, if I ask him for something wrong, he will never give you if you love him. But he loves you desperately. He desperately loves you. Desperately loves you. But if you are asking for something, it's not going to suit you, he will never give you. How much bad words you give him, he will never not be bothered. Certainly not. Got it? So, Shravanam. We are also listening, hearing to all stories. What did Bapu tell us a story like last time I told you one story, right? Which story I told you? Narada story. Remember? Of hell and heaven, right? So Narada jumping in the hell, right? So here what we should understand is how much faith Narada had. Narada was very sure that whatever the Lord draws is final, is certain, is the truth. It cannot be false. It cannot be artificial. It cannot be just diagram. See, in the map also we saw a river, right? The map rivers are drawn. Can you drink water from the river? No. But if God draws the same map, we'll be able to drink water from that river. Keep that in mind. Have that faith, and you will achieve everything in the life. Right? This is the month of Shravan. Right? We are doing on every Monday. What are we doing? So, Prapati. What is the meaning of Prapati? We perform Prapati, but we do not know the meaning of Prapati. Girls are telling me they are not doing prapatis. They do Chandika Prapati on Sankranti day, only once a year. What is the meaning of prapati? Prapati is the higher form of Sharanagati. You have to plead to the God, you have to pray to the God. Ramasya daso smeham. Hey Bhagavan, O Almighty Lord, I am your humble servant. Please accept me as your humble servant and get work done from me, by me. I am eager to serve you. Please allow me to serve you. And whatever you decide for me, I know is the best for me. So give me only whatever you like and whatever you want. This is prapati. I do not want anything that you do not want. That is prapati. Okay? And after saying this, second part of prapati comes is that God tells you, you will like only what is good for you. What is the effect of a result, award of doing prapatis? God says, you will like whatever what is good for you. You got it? Understood? Yes. Totally? So what is the use of prapati basically? You will like whatever is good for you and your family. Not only for you, but for your family as well. You will drink what is good for you and your family as well. You will eat what is good for you and your family as well. You take the medicine which is good for you and your family as well. You say, now, how is it possible? I take the medicine and effect will go to my wife. What is going to occur? It doesn't occur, right? No. But if you are not well for 8 days, right? She has to work whole day in the house as well as serve you. You taking right medicine, you getting improved rapidly. Who is going to be relieved? She is going to be relieved. This is how the chain and work starts. Right? Understood? This is the meaning of prapati. So henceforth, while doing prapati, at least tell whatever you can in your own words to the Lord Almighty, Swayam Bhagavan, that in only one sentence, thy will be done. Thy will be done. Thy means yours will be done. आपकी जैसी इच्छा है वैसा ही मेरे जीवन में हो सब कुछ. Thy will be done. Telling that, O Lord Trivikram, O Lord Swayam Bhagavan, Thy will be done. Thy will be done. Thy will be done. Thy will be done. Done. Okay? Understood? That is the prapati. And when we do prapati, he offers protection not only to you but to your whole family as well. Keep that in mind. To your whole family as well. Suppose all of the family members in your house are atheists. They do not believe in a God at all. They are blaming God or they are blasphemous. Okay, no problems. Still, this prapati is going to work for them also. Keep that in mind. Okay? It may not make a miraculous change in them, but definitely will start making some good few changes in their in their brain as well as their behavior, certainly. At least you will not suffer because of that. At least you will not suffer because of that. Keep that in mind. Okay? So, listening. Now, Bapu, you are talking of Shravana, but instead of that, you are wandering everywhere else, right? What is the role of Shravana in prapati? Yes, now this is my second question to you. Yes, Katha. India is the nation of stories. India is the nation of stories. Every grantha, every scripture is written in the form of a dialogue between Shiva and Parvati most of the times. Parvati asks the question and Shiva answers. Or Yajnavalkya is sitting and this Bharadwaj Maharshi asks the question and Yajnavalkya answers. Okay? The devotee asks and Tulsidas answers. Garuda asks and Kakabhushandi Brahmarshi answers. This is the way all Puranas, Upanishads are written. Okay? Ashtavakra goes to Lord Janak and talks. Janak talks to him. Ashtavakra goes on asking questions. Janak answers his queries. Ashtavakra Gita is created. Arjuna starts crying and running away from the battlefield. Krishna holds him tight, bring him back. Lord Krishna was very kind to him. But see what he starts speaking. Arjuna is suffering because he doesn't want to kill his cousin brothers and uncles and granduncles. And he says, no, I don't want this war at all. I don't want a kingdom only. Krishna says, and look, come here. This is Atma, this is Maya, this is Jiva, this is Ahimsa, this is Kshama, this is Daya, this is Brahma Anubhuti, this is Brahma Jnanam, this is Yoga Kriya. I should have run away immediately. No? I would have run away. But Arjuna was real devotee. See, what is he asking? What is he crying for? And what answer is he getting from the Lord? But at the end, Lord comes to only one thing. Right? Patram pushpam phalam toyam. Ye me mamma bhakta prayachati. Leaf, any tree, flower of any tree or any bush. Not possible, no problems. Even plain simple water. My devotee offers to me. I listen to him. I listen to his prayers. I give him boon. He basically listens. Keep one thing in the mind. God is always listening to us. God is always hearing what we are talking. Whatever we are thinking in our mind also, He is listening to. Our understanding. And Prapatti is a way from where you can start listening to the God. Prapatti is the day. Chandrika Prapatti for ladies, as well as Shravan Prapatti, Madhureshwar Prapatti is Shravan for males, right? One common factor is that you start listening to the God. That does not mean some strange voice comes from the sky or in their ears. No, that will be psychological illness. Let me tell you frankly, okay? Hold such a person and take him to doctor's state. Okay? Not at all. There are many people, those who are ladies especially, claim, I get possessed by goddess Durga. बोलते ना क्या बोलते अंगात येणं ह्याच्या अंगामध्ये एका बाईच्या अंगात मारुती यायचा पुअर ब्रह्मचारी आय वॉज सरप्राईज हनुमानजी नो अदर जॉब हॅव यू हर्ड महाराज संत तुकाराम महाराज संत तुलसीदासजी सेंट मीराबाई एनी टाइम गॉड displayed himself through them? No. God is not ready to come out via, through this sense. Why he should come out as a common man or common woman who is fighting with 10 people a day, having 10 desires, 10,000 desires in 1 hour? Certainly not. But we believe wrong things always. Right? And we listen to them, we follow what they say, and Satyanash. Right? Never do that. Never go for such blind, wrong, stupid faiths. Okay? So, coming back. You start listening to the God's voice means automatically is the right word. Spontaneously is the right word. Miraculously is also right word. What happens is, your intellect, your buddhi, your reason, start selecting out of 10,000 thoughts in your mind, the thoughts which are more close to your aim and objective. And that is done through your Vishuddha Chakra. Where God operates on you, on your mind, on your intellect, on your chitta, on your ahankar, your ego, your pseudo self, through your Vishuddha Chakra. right? Which is the battlefield for Ram and Ravana, right? Ravana means fear, the generator of fear and fear himself. Fear embodied is Ravana. Where Ravana scares everybody. Rama is a fear basher, right? He removes the fear. Ram removes the fear. Ravan brings in the fear. This is the difference, right? So, coming back to what happens is, when you are doing prapatti, when you are listening to the story of that thing, remember? It is a short story actually. When you are listening carefully, those words entering your ears go to your Kantakup chakra directly. And then after that, when you are singing or listening to that arti, is that arti? Girls are answering, shame on you, boys. What are the words? You are right. Jaydeva, Jaydeva. Okay, agree. I'm not able to listen. You are right one. Okay? When you are listening to that arti, which is totally a charged song, right? It charges your every brain neuron, every neuron of your brain. Okay? And charges in the right manner. It connects and reconnects all your brain centers very properly. Same thing occurs in Chandika Prapatti for the ladies. How? By listening to what? Gurukshetra mantra and Arti, Mate Gayatri. Same functions are performed there with these two things. Keep that in mind. Now somebody who thinks he is Jnani, or most knowledge, can ask me a question. Babu, I am a man. If I will do Chandika Prapatti, what will happen? Will I become a female? No such sex transference take place here at all, please. Okay? Something good only will occur. But even mantra is made up of varnas, that is alphabets. Every alphabet in Sanskrit has a meaning. Words are not made haphazardly. In Sanskrit, words are made by one particular order. Every alphabet has a meaning, and that collection of 4 or 5 alphabets create one particular sentence which is meaningful. And that is the meaning of that name or that word. Got it? Like word Ram itself. Ramante devaha yatra. Ramaha. Ram iti agni bijam. Am iti bhanu bijam. Bhanu means sun. Agni means agni, fire, right? Ram is agni bijam. Am iti bhanu bijam. Makare shoma bijam. That is Chandra. Means quietness, quietude, peace. Okay? Cool, we call, na? I am cool, yeah. He's cool, very. He's super cool, keep that in mind, absolutely. Okay, doing everything. If you want to be really cool, he has to be brought in the picture, definitely, certainly, okay? So, definitely man can perform Chandika properly, no problems. But effects are going to be much less. He can sing the Arati every day as a Arati of the Great Mother, right? The Mother of the Universe, the Jagadamba. That will help him certainly, not as a Prapatti much. Okay? Similarly, vice versa for ladies also. Okay? Because our mantras have separate strengths given to them by the Brahmarshis who created them, who developed them, who put their own tapobalam in that particular mantra, in that particular arti, in that particular bhajan. Right? That's why it becomes powerful. If anybody writes the same thing, it's not going to become mantra at all. Got it? So, that's why when you are performing prapatti, you must listen to this story, that is katha, as well as arti very properly. Okay? Now, ladies might ask me, Babu, we also like to listen to stories, right? I have not given story to us. Right? So, from this coming next Sankrant onwards, when ladies are going to have one story for them, for their property, but they all started fighting with me. Bapu, you are partial. I said, I am not. Yes, you are. Actually, we ladies like to hear the stories much more than the men. We like to tell stories also much more like men. We gossip also more than men. Then, still you are not given a story. I say, oh mothers, don't worry. I will give you a story. Okay? So story is already there. Obviously, nothing is mine here. Nothing is mine. I am poor man, absolutely. Nothing. The story has come from her. I am going to only deliver it to you. Okay? So by next New Year, coming New Year, we have the story as well. Okay? Then you can ask me, you should ask me question, Papa, why such a delay? Why did you wait till we asked you? Till we decided to take out a more show on the house, right? Where we are standing? No, not at all. Not because of that. It is because this story is so different. When you will hear to the story, listen to the story, you understand. This story required that much austerity and penance from me, myself, so that it becomes effective for every girl. Because of the hormonal changes, lady's body is different. Her mindset is different. That we have to accept. Otherwise they are equal, no doubt. Okay? So from that particular direction, for that particular cause, okay, I have to go on repeating this story every day, 12 times for last so many years. Now it has become Siddha story for every lady, of every pattern, of every mindset, of every difficulty. It will work for her. Okay? This boy's story was small, so it could be done easily. Okay? The hormones are different, right? The play of hormones is very limited, so it was different, right? It was easy for me. Just go home if you are married, and tell your wife that I am the king. Next answer will be, you and king, I am the queen. You are my queen's husband, that's all. That will be the answer. What will be the answer? Forget, you are not king at all. I am the queen. You are queen's husband. See, there was Queen of England. She had a husband. He never became king. Same way, I am the queen. You are my husband. Stay in your limits. Okay? Hey, those who are unmarried, get married. Enjoy. Life is beautiful. Okay? Life is not bad. Do I talk like this? Okay? Life is beautiful. Okay? Life is beautiful if we are devotees. Okay? So, Shravanam. So, Chandika Prabhupada also will have a story, very proper story, very little lengthy story as compared to males. Males have little less patience. And they do not like big stories also, right? That's why they always go for shorts and reels. And not those shorts I'm talking about. Many eyes sparkle. No, not those 4 more shorts. How many of you have seen the series? Web series, 4 more shorts? Many have seen, they are not raising their hand, don't bother. It is the story of New Age. If you see, there is nothing wrong in that. Don't pick up wrong things from it. I myself seen, nothing wrong in that. It tells you what are the ways in the new lifestyle, right? One should be aware of it. Okay, that is also Shravanam for me. I go on listening to all of you. Be careful. I have a bad habit. What is it called? Listening to others, what others are talking. What is it called? One word, one English word. Eavesdropping. Okay, that is the word, not perfectly fitting. What it should be called? What is it called? Anyone? You take half a minute for this to just scratch your head, right? What is the person doing? You have your own personal space. That personal space he is invading, encroaching. So he is called as encroacher, invader. What invader? It's not space invader, definitely. A space up above. What invader is called as? Privacy invader, yes. You people have stopped reading novels nowadays, because such words do not come to your ears at all and eyes at all, right? It's called as fantasy. Fantasy invader. That is better, no? Privacy invader, okay? If you believe in me and if you love me, I move everywhere in your life. Every nook and corner of your life. So be sure, I will never invade a person's space when it is not correct, okay? But otherwise, be very sure that I will be listening to all your thoughts in your every nook and corner of your mind, okay? Every valley of your heart, every mountain of your intelligence, yes, I will be there with you, right? And listening to whatever you are thinking, doing, acting, enacting, doctoring, manipulating, capitalizing, making conspiracies, or anything. Conspiracies against me also, yes. I will hear and laugh. I won't take action, don't worry, right? But I listen. Today you must learn one thing and go live from here, that my Bapu listens to my every word that I utter as well as I think. Got it? So every word regarding me, about me, from me and for me is heard by my Father 108%. Because I proudly declare I am a Shravana Bhakta. I do Shravana Bhakti of all of you. See, you do Shravana Bhakti only of one God. I am doing Shravana Bhakti of so many of you. That's why I always say, my ego is the biggest in this world. Okay? Why? Because I am the devotee of so many. Right? I am a devotee. I am a devotee of all of you. I remain to be. I love you. I love you so much to tell you frankly that it's a devotion only for me. To love my own kids is also devotion. It is also my Vatsalya Bhakti. Loving you as my children, loving you as my kids, is my Vatsalya Bhakti for you. Okay? For me and for my mother, for the universe. Okay? Got it? So, you are going home or wherever you want to go with one definite resolution, resolve that my Bapu hears every word for me, from me. Every word for me, from me. Whether spoken, written or thought. Whether written, spoken or thought. Or imagine, whatever you may be. Right? Agreed? And this my promise remains true forever. You will have this person as a tag with you, whether you want it or not. If you decide to go to hell, I told you last time, I will be there. Don't worry, okay? If I stand there, hell will be worse for you. No, not at all. Okay, I will come to the hell also. Do not worry. For my child, I can go anywhere. I love to go. It's not my pride. It's not my ego. It's my Dasya Bhakti for her, for my mother. In my Vatsalya Bhakti for my mother, and my Vatsalya Bhakti for you, all my sons and daughters. Okay? So have you heard all these words? Have you heard all these words? Are you going to listen to these words? Thank you so much. I would have said 2 words just now, but because you never said Ambadnya, I said thank you, you also said it, you are most welcome. You should have said Ambadnya only in response. I am continuously testing all of you, keep that in mind. You know how he comes, na? And he says pray. I'm that bad. Okay? Sure? So, my threatening is over. I'm saying bye to you. All of you relieved. Whatever you heard, we never forget. Is my word to you. Love you all. Love you all. Love you all. So, all you ladies, now at least you stop blaming me. There is a story coming for you as well. Certainly, and you all young boys, okay? While doing prapatti, listen to the story very carefully and properly. Hear the arti properly. Whether you understand the meaning or not, that does not matter at all. Okay? What matters is your feelings, your bhava, right? Love you. Bye.